Kirk Lucas here at Orange National Golf Club at the PGA show with Barry Schneider, president of McGregor Golf, and just put on a wonderful presentation which we'll be able to see on both websites. And I'm excited about your drivers for a couple reasons. I teach for a living, spend time with good players, and now there's a golf club that will give them a high launch, a low spin, and they can work the golf ball without fear of it falling out of the sky. That ball, when they're trying to turn it over to hit a draw, isn't going to go out there with so little spin that it doesn't stay in the air. Can you talk about it? Can you show me? Can you give me the inside scoop here?
Absolutely. It's great to be here. The product that's for 85% of golfers is this MVG2 driver, or MacTech with Cup Face 360 technology. This gives low spin and a high launch for most golfers swinging 80 to 100 miles an hour. The golfers that you're speaking of, the golfers that are swinging at 100, 110, 115 miles an hour that want to work the ball, we actually developed a driver specifically for them. And that's the MVG2 Tour, again with the Cup Face 360 technology. And what this driver does is it creates the center of gravity's actually 4% lower than our MVG2. It's a 12% lower CG. That creates the kind of spin that at 100 miles an hour is creating 2,450 RPMs.
Ideal launch condition.
And a launch angle 2.5 to 3 degrees higher than loft. So for the golfer that's swinging fast, that says, oh my gosh, I'm hitting the ball too high or I'm getting too much spin, with clubs made for the masses, we have a golf club where the center of gravity was positioned precisely for their swing.
Oh, and that's fabulous. With today's low spin balls, you can launch it high. The balls are so stable, we're not worried so much about the wind. But what if we hit it in different spots on the face, high or low? What's happening to the spin rates?
Well, first of all, as you can see, there's a weld mark here, which is very unusual. The weld mark occurs on the sole and then all the way around the heel, where you don't see on the paint, and then around the toe. There are no face welds on this Cup Face 360. So you're able to hit the ball out on the toe, out on the heel, and get the same kind of ball behavior as you're hitting on the center. The whole face is a sweet spot. Every shot feels like you've hit it dead center. So you're able to get that workability by moving, having a shot off the toe or off the heel, and like you did in the old persimmon days, you can get the ball being corrected as you're hitting the ball exactly where you want.
One more question. A player that likes to launch it high, get it up over the trees, cut the corner, or he wants to hit that low stinger, if I move the ball in different parts of the face, high or low, how does that affect spin?
You want to know that the better golfer can move and hit it to change the spin behavior, and unfortunately, I have to confess, this technology corrects for those missed hits. So you're not going to see much difference in spin. That's the amazing thing. So I'm sorry for the golfer that really wants to hit it in a micro spot and reduce the spin or increase the spin. This cut face technology actually corrects most of those missed hits.
And that's what the best tour players learn to do and train themselves with the old equipment. Now that step will be omitted, and these young players won't even know it.
It's like kicking field goals. And let me give you a talk on subject. Greg Norman, when he first hit the MacTech driver, said, gosh, I have to work hard to move it more than 15 yards the other way. And it was a complaint, and a fair complaint, because he grew up with persimmon where he could really work the ball, same as Jose Murillo.
And the golf ball, he needed to in the wind.
Okay, but now what Greg says, at 50 years of age, is that he's never swung as aggressively at a driver because he knows he's not going to move it more than 15 yards either way. So what he's given up in a slight amount of workability, he's making up, and then he can come out of his shoes and not worry about where the ball is going. He's hitting it farther today than he did when he was the longest driver in the game.
Phenomenal. Everybody's going to be excited to hit it. The idea now is to get it in everybody's hands, let the equipment do the talking.
Well, thank you.
Great. Thanks for your time.
I hate it.